What up, New York Giant Nation? It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. Welcoming y'all back to the Week 3 edition of the True Blue Preview. You know, we got the New York Giants playing against the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday at 1 o'clock at MetLife Stadium. It is Eli Manning Day. So let's get on right to it, baby. First of all, offensively, got to get going early, man. Got to absolutely come out from the gates going, man. No, like all systems go, man. Can't get off to a slow start today. That dude playing against a a defense that has been very, very weak these first 2 weeks of the season, and we got to come out there and punch them right in the face immediately. Wear them out with a strong run game, man. That's what you do to a bad defense. You wear their ass out. Got to absolutely get Saquon Barkley going this week. Offensive line, you got to drive and move people out of the way and open up legitimate running lanes for your all-star running back, Saquon Barkley, who, yes, contrary to wherever everybody tries to say about this guy, he is still one of the very best in this business at what he does. It's off to a slow start, obviously, this season coming off a devastating knee injury. But if we're going to get anything done in this game this week, we got to get him going. This has to be his week to break out and get back to form. We need a couple. We had that nice big run last week against Washington, 41-yard run. We need a couple of those. We need a couple like that this week, man. And Jones, man, you got to continue to continue on your path, man, making smart decisions, man. You played a clean game against Washington. That is something that Jones is not known for doing very often. He has not played very many clean games in his young career so far. But he played one on last Thursday night against the Washington football team, and he needs to do that exact same thing again this week. Keep it clean, no turnovers. You know what I mean? No crazy mistakes. Make good throws down the field. Make smart decisions with your reads, man. Make good reads. Make smart decisions. And we absolutely need to get our playmakers involved, man. What are we paying Galladay for? What did we draft Kadarius Toney number 20 overall for? Gotta start getting these guys involved, man. Sterling Shepard can't hold it down by himself for the receivers, man. For the receiving corps, man. He can't hold it down by himself, man. We got to get our playmakers going. Got to start high pointing some of these passes to Galladay, letting them make these plays on some 50-50 balls, man. That's what he does best. We haven't given him a lot of opportunities, man. He did have a pretty big drop last week on one of those plays, man, but for the most part, his hands usually are pretty sure. So we got to start like trying to get him more involved, man. We just can't. We signed this man in the offseason in the free agency, man. All that money we paying him, man, like $18 million or whatever it is, man. Nah. He can't be cashing checks like that and only coming up with games with only having 4 catches and all that. Nah. We gotta do better. We got to do better, New York Football Giants. Get that man involved. Get all of your playmakers involved. Start spreading that ball around a lot more. Darius Slayton, catch the ball. Catch the ball, bro. So just catch it, man. Every pass ain't going to be all the way perfect, but it hit your hands like that one did, you got to catch it. You got to catch it. A lot of people have been making up excuses for Darius Slayton. You know what I call those people? People that just really, really hate Daniel Jones. That's all that is. That no matter what, they're going to always want to find a reason to make it Daniel Jones' fault. That pass might not have been all the way 100% perfect, but it hit both of his hands. It hit enough of his hands, and he should have brought that thing in. He was wide open all by himself. So Darius Slayton, just catch the football, man. Take advantage of all of your opportunities, offense. Every opportunity given to you, you take advantage of it. You get short fields, you cash in with touchdowns. Defense creates a turnover, you cash in with a score. Make it happen, offense. Take advantage of the opportunities. Open up the playbook even more. Last week was a little better than against Denver, but it still ain't, quite good enough. It's still pretty vanilla, still pretty plain. Gotta open it up more, man. It's high schools, literally high schools, that have a more complex offense than the New York Giants. So we gotta open that up a lot more. It took May strides last week a little bit, but we still need more. I got to see more. We got too much talent on this offense now to be running these vanilla ass plays, man. Like really, do better defensively, man. On the defense side of the ball, here's my first thing, first and foremost. Establish a pass rush. Get some kind of figure out a way to create some kind of consistent pressure, man. Because it has not been good enough. It ain't been good enough through the first 2 weeks whatsoever. Azeez Ojulari, our rookie linebacker, second round draft pick, leads the team in sacks right now with 2 sacks. And that's all well and good. I like seeing that from the young man. However, you want me to keep it all the way 100, all the way real? Those was covered sacks. They wasn't him just beating his man off the ball, getting flying around the edge, and creating havoc in the backfield. It was just good coverage downfield, and the quarterback hung in there too long, and Azeez got to him. That's straight up what they was. They was covered sacks. And the fact that his 2 sacks lead the team, and they were just covered sacks, that's not going to be good enough to get it done, man. Lorenzo Carter, O'Shane Zimenez, I don't know what the hell y'all been out there doing, man. Y'all lunching, man. And I'm telling you, this is like really it. For y'all, this should be y'all last chance. Because it's ridiculous. You guys are supposed to be our starting outside linebackers, our starting edge rushers. Yet, Azeez is the one leading the team in sacks. The rookie. Not our more veteran players, the rookie. So we gotta do better. Create a pass rush. And for God's sake, defense, protect the middle of the field. It's always wide open. Why is that? Like Patrick Graham, make adjustments. The middle of the field cannot just remain wide open for every offense we go against. Last week, Taylor Heinicke absolutely made us look stupid. Taylor Heinicke. Well, guess what? Matt Ryan is a lot better than Taylor Heinicke. And he's got a couple little shiny little toys that can exploit our defense if it plays the way they've been playing the first couple weeks of this season. Because Calvin really is not, he is a problem. And Kyle Pitts, he ain't had that breakout performance yet. So please, don't allow him to have that today on Eli Day. Do not let that man come to MetLife and have his breakout performance against the New York Giants on Eli Day. And absolutely just try to force bad decisions by Matt Ryan, man. He's a savvy quarterback, a former league MVP. He's been around the block. He's definitely, he's still more than serviceable. He might not be what he once was, but he's still more than serviceable. He's still absolutely the best quarterback that we've seen this season so far, that we'll have seen so far this season, because he's better than Bridgewater. He's better than Taylor Heinicke. So you got to come out there and try to force that man to make some bad decisions, man. And like I was just saying, man, we can't allow Kyle Pitts to break out in this one, man. And absolutely on defense. Tackling was a little better last week against Washington, but it still wasn't good enough. Wrap up, tackle. Take them to the ground. Stop bouncing off of people like pinballs. It's absolutely ridiculous. Not going to win football games that way. And if Patrick Graham, if they start getting a little edge going, getting something going offensively, you better fucking have a way to adjust this week. You keep playing that soft zone all game. You keep playing that same soft zone all game, letting them just, the ball down the field all game long? Nah, that's not going to be good enough, man. I understand. Props to you, Patrick Graham. You stepped up like a man and took it on your back and said, you know what, it's been my fault these first couple of weeks, because it kind of has been, because you are the coach. You are the defensive coordinator. And Joe Judge, you ain't blameless either, because you're sitting here watching this happen. And not even just so much as taking over or doing something like what a good head coach would do. So I'm little right now, you know what I mean? I'm got a question mark next to you, Joe Judge, because I'm not quite sure, man. I think you've been out here maybe selling some wolf tickets, bro. You make every press conference sound good as hell, but what I'm seeing on what I'm seeing from your coaching on the sidelines on Sundays, so far it ain't been up to par, man. It ain't been up to snub, man. So we gotta get better in that aspect. And now here we go, man. Like I just said, it is Eli Day on Sunday. Eli Manning, the best quarterback in the history of the New York Football Giants, one of the best players in the history of New York Football Giants, an absolute class act, 16 years of service, well, 17 seasons actually, 16 years straight, never missed a game. He ain't never missed a game, never. Every week in and week out, he ran his ass out that tunnel, ready to go, like a strong soldier. And he's getting immortalized in the New York Giant Ring of Honor, and he's getting that jersey retired. No one is ever going to wear number 10 again for the New York Giants. You cannot let the Atlanta Falcons come up to MetLife Stadium on Sunday and beat y'all on Eli Day. That stadium is going to be packed. That stadium is going to be rocking, and y'all better represent on Eli Day, if nothing else. And hopefully we can get, Evan Ingram's been limited in practice all week. Hopefully we can get him back, man, because honestly, I'm not the biggest Evan Ingram guy because of his inconsistent drops, with his inconsistency play, with his drops and everything. But at the same time, he's a playmaker that needs to be accounted for by a defense, and it can only help open things up. So it's going to be good to have him back on that field on Sunday. It looks like he is going to play because he has been actually practicing this week in a limited role, but it's looking like he's going to play. He hasn't had the full green light yet officially, but it's looking like it's going to be a go, man. And it's going to be pretty good to have him back, like I said, because it's going to be another playmaker for a defense to have to account for. Like I said, it can only help open things up, man. And we got to limit the miscues on both sides of the football and on special teams, man. The penalties and all the just boneheaded mistakes, man, that shit got to stop. That has to stop. Got to clean it up, man. Clean it up. With all that being said, man, we do all of that, we should get out of here with a win because we are better than the Atlanta Falcons. Our 0-2 record says we're the same as them, but we're better than them. That defense, as bad as our defense is, their defense is even worse. We got to take advantage of that. And I feel like we are going to show up for this one because this is a special day. Like I said, it is Eli Day. It's a special day. So I feel like we are going to show up for this one. And I think we're going to run them out the stadium, man. So I like the Giants 27-13 this week, man. So got to come out there and just get it clicking on all cylinders, man. Eli Day, represent for Eli Manning. If you ain't going to do nothing else, at least represent for one of the strongest soldiers this organization has ever had. Represent. This y'all boy, Mac the Giants fan. And I'll see y'all after the game with the true blue aftermath. Peace! I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment and let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Mac the Giants fan. That's MACDA Giants fan.